Well, it must be Tuesday. So y'all know what that means. It's Tuesday night's main event. Oh man, I love this. I'm gonna just do this intro. This is gonna be the intro for everything that I do over here, man. From now on, I love this. Shout out to the people for that good stuff right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Tuesday night's main event. I'm of course your host Don P. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share the show. You know what I'm saying? It's not possible without you guys. Um, we're just gonna get to it, y'all. Like, I'm not even gonna waste time. I don't have a monologue or any kind of log or nothing. We just gonna get right into the show here, man. Oh my God. Bad blood. Let's just get right to it, man. Bad blood. I want to focus before I get to the entire card, and I am gonna talk about the entire card. But before I get there, I want to talk about the two main stories here, or the two main things that happened, or the two biggest matches. Let's just call it that. The two biggest matches that took place. Um, let's start with the main event. I'm gonna just start with the main event just because it's the main event. It's the major storyline that's going on in WWE right now. It has the two biggest baby faces in the business there right now. So I'm gonna just talk about this. Let's just get to this main event match. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns take on Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. I mean, we know the end result. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna talk about the match. Let's just get to the match. I mean, we know what happened at the end. Return. And then there's something, I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's something that I'm gonna put in y'all ear if y'all didn't see it. And it's like, I hate the freaking internet sometimes, but sometimes you get it. Um, this match was everything that I kind of this match was what it was. This match was not disappointing. This was a good match. It had four guys in there who can work. And yes, Solo can work. Solo is very good. Do y'all realize that 2 years ago, Solo Sikoa was in NXT? That's where he was, and they brought him up and they fast tracked him to this bloodline storyline and got him as the heir apparent. They kind of model him after Umaga at first, but I mean that he got the Samoan spike, and he was the enforcer sent by the elders as the enforcer to go with Jimmy and Jay and Roman as the tribal chief. I say that to say, like, I understand. I get it. Y'all, this new bloodline or the new bloodline, people don't like them. I get it. I understand it. I mean, as a fan, yeah, they're the heels, they're the bad guys. They're trying to take over this bloodline, and Solo has this heat, which makes it's fine. He can have the heat. I don't hate this new bloodline. I really don't. I don't hate them because I understand their purpose. I promise I wasn't going to do this here, but sometimes you just got to let things roll the way they roll. You got to let things flow the way they flow. I understand. Like, this is not the OG bloodline, y'all. Be clear. We knew it the moment Tama Tonga showed up and beat down Jimmy. And then here comes Tongaloa, and then here comes Jacob. We like bringing in the Tongans. This is Solo looking at this whole thing. And I'm gonna just go, we're just gonna go bloodline here before I get to this match. Like this bloodline thing, you know what? Let's table that. Let's get to the rest of this match. Well, let's get to this match. I'm gonna table this bloodline thing for a couple of minutes. Just stay here. Don't move. Just stay. Just stick around. Because we gonna get to it. I really want to get, I do. I really want to get to this. Because I've been thinking about this and breaking it down, and y'all may have seen some things, and it's probably like the Sam Roberts of the world and the Peter Rosenbergs of the world probably have this same thought that I have about this new bloodline. But with this match, like it was great. It was great to see Roman. It's always great to see Roman. When Roman Reigns comes back with what he's done over the last 4 years, or what he did for 4 years plus, from SummerSlam 2020 to WrestleMania 40, and for him to be gone for as long as he was gone, and now he's back in the ring. This is his first match back. So yeah, you're gonna put him in a tag match. I'm expecting his next match to be a tag match, which I'll get to here soon. The entrance was great. Cody's entrance was great. You gotta love Cody. If y'all are on my Facebook page, y'all saw the Cordarius Raheem Rhodes picture that's up there that I posted the other day with him with the Arkansas Pine Bluff band, who played Cody's theme song at a game earlier this season that went viral. And WWE, being what it is, being in tune, being in touch with the people, unlike how people said Vince was out of touch with a lot of stuff, which he was. To have this band playing for Cody Rhodes in his homecoming as undisputed WWE champion, I thought it was fire. I thought it was fly. But let's get to the match, man. This match was as good as it was going to be. They're not going to give us Roman versus Jacob, at least not now. They ain't going to hold us. They really going to hold us off on that. They're really going to tease that. They're going to tease the face-offs. They're going to tease them standing there with each other. They're either going to put this match off for a while, or it's a part of another plan, which, no, we're going to throw that out. They're going to save this match. I don't know how long they're going to do it. Royal Rumble, I'm not mad at, because that's a major event. The first Raw on Netflix. I'm hearing that this first Monday Night Raw on Netflix is going to be PLE quality, or PLE like they're bringing people from SmackDown over. So this match has to happen on a big stage. In a Netflix debut of Monday Night Raw, why not? Royal Rumble, why not? WrestleMania 41, I doubt it. SummerSlam next year, possibly, because I'm this bloodline story. I think WrestleMania 40 was probably like the top of the 6th or something like that. So by the time we get to WrestleMania 41 in Vegas, we might be looking at the 7th inning stretch or something like that. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just throwing it out there. But they're not going to give us this match, or they're not going to give us the satisfaction of those two actually having a head-up battle. It's always going to be Jacob attacking him from behind. Jacob's going to attack him from behind. And that's okay. Because Roman is eventually going to get his comeuppance. Roman is eventually going to see him. I hate that they didn't. I hate that they don't look at Tama Tonga the way they look at Jacob Fatu. Because y'all out there, if y'all watch Product the way I watch Product, you know about Tama Tonga. Y'all know who Tama Tonga's dad is. And we know the smoke between Roman Reigns and Tama Tonga some years ago. Like they were going back and forth, talking trash to each other. But with this match, man, back to this match. Solo he's still getting better. He's getting better. He's kicking butt. But we knew they had to figure out a way for Roman to get the pin and to get Jacob out the picture. And Cody Rhodes got on that top rope while Jacob was on that table out there. He looked at Roman, gave Roman a salute. This story is so cinematic. If you go all the way back to the Royal Rumble of 2023, Cody versus Roman has been cinematic. This whole 3-year thing between the two of them, or this whole story between the two of them, did that thing get away from each other, run it back, come back for 39. I mean, come back for 40, and Cody gets to finish his story. But the salute was kind of all right, it's up to you. So he drops the elbow on Jacob and gets Jacob out of there, and they're both out of the match. Roman gets ready to do his 1-2, and boom, here come the Tongans to distract Roman. Solo hit the spear, 1-2. Roman kicks out at 2. Of course, Roman's going to kick out at 2. Super Roman. This next thing was this is back to the whole cinematic part of this. Very cinematic. And they made sure it was audible. Cole was kind of silent. Cole and Graves were kind of silent. And Cole's doing a great job. Cole killed it again. Salute to Michael Cole. But looking this particular part of this match, Solo's yelling at Roman, "You lied to me. You lied to me. You said that I was going to be chief. You said you lied to me." Which Roman did say Solo got next. He didn't say when, but he did say Solo had next. And as he's getting ready to hit the Samoan spike, he looks out the ring and he sees a human being behind the Tongans. And even the crowd didn't sell this at first. The crowd was kind of quiet. I mean, people were paying attention, and of course, you're gonna see him, and you're gonna hear some little rumblings in the first few rows of the people that see it. But watching it live, you don't hear anything. Or maybe I wasn't paying that much. Maybe I wasn't paying good enough attention. But Cole was talking, and they did have the mics loud enough where you can hear Solo saying, "Hey, you lied to me. You lied to me. You said I was next. You said I was next." But there's this person in a hoodie and a bandana over his face. All you can see is his eyes. I knew who it was right off the top. The people in the crowd were saying yeet. I was at home saying no yeet. And lo and behold, super kick the Tama Tonga, super kick the Tonga Loa. Hoodie off, see the braids, pull the bandana down. Who is it? You guessed it. Big brother, Jimmy Uso. Looking at Solo saying, yeah, baby. And Roman gets his 1-2. Bam. Spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman and Cody with the dub. And I love the moment where Roman and Jimmy embrace. He's looking at him like Roman Reigns. I'm telling y'all, Roman Reigns and these facial expressions and him just acting all of this stuff out, and he's looking at Jimmy like, you did that? That was you? You called the play? And that's a callback to you didn't run the play. Oh, I called the audible. Now I'm on injured reserve. What? No, now I'm off injured reserve. That's what that's a call to. But you have the embrace between them, and that's like, all right, this is the beginning of the OG bloodline getting back together. They leave the ring, and here comes Solo, the Tongans, and Jacob have come to, and now they're attacking Cody. And Jimmy's like, hey, come on, man. You get your word. And this is Roman, and I'm gonna be a man of honor. I'm gonna honor myself. I'm gonna honor him and be a man of my word. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna help him. He's down. They clear the ring of the Tongans and Solo and Jacob. There's a little slight pause. Roman picks up the belt. Roman looks at Cody. He hands Cody the belt. There's this shot of the two of them as Cody's holding up the belt. And then, if you smell The Rock's music hits, the final boss is back, baby. I got hype down here in the cave. I was down here mad hype and mad just going crazy because the man is back. He stepped out there for about 60 seconds, did not say a word. All he did was walk out there, stand at the top of the stage, look at the three of them in the ring. And it was kind of like, and I love the camera work here. Looking at Rock, looking at Cody, back to Rock, people's eyebrow. Looking at Roman, whose face is confused when Rock's music hits. He's like, hey, wait a minute. Jimmy's like, hey, wait a minute. That eyebrow. Then Rock throws up the 1. Then he goes 1, 2, 3, and does a throat slash. What does that mean? Who was he directing that towards? Was it directed at Roman? Was it directed at Cody? Was it directed at the both of them? Where do we go from here? Only thing I can think of is this starts the road to WrestleMania 41 in Vegas. That's all I got here. Oh, final little tidbit from this. There's a shot in the crowd of Solo and the Tongans and Jacob telling his bloodline it's all a part of the plan. Makes me wonder. How is this War Games thing going to go? Has Rock been pulling the strings all along? Is this what Rock has been doing? Did Rock send Solo? Is what I'm wondering. So Rock joins them, that bloodline. What do? You bring back the OG bloodline? Do you add Hakaleo, who signed to WWE, to the OG bloodline, and take Sammy out? Maybe Sammy's not involved. I think Sammy should be involved. A lot of people feel like he shouldn't be, but I think Sammy was such a big part that he should be involved. I mean, it's only right. I mean, Hakaleo is signed. When will he be here? When will he show up? Will he show up at Survivor Series and help them get the win after the fact? And then there's Zilla Fatu, who's a free agent. But let's talk about this bloodline. Like this new bloodline. Let me get back to it. But again, that's how Bad Blood ended, which was incredible, wonderful, great main event. But with this new bloodline thing they got going here, or the new bloodline. I mean, you bring in the Tongans. You know who Haku is. You know who we all know the vibes with him. Tamatanga, Tongaloa, they're supposed to be, or not supposed to be, but they are kind of like wild. And they're different. They're different. And Jacob is just a straight up Neanderthal. And just listening to the commentary on when they brought him up, and it was like, no, you can't bring these kind of guys in. These aren't the kind of guys that they want. You know, like I like the way that they're playing it up as if they are absolute savages that Roman won't be able to beat by himself. As great as Roman is, as him being the man, him being the hero. So that's and his guys, that's going to be the way to get his guys back together. That's going to be the way Jimmy's back in the fold. Now, with everybody being babyface, being Roman, being Jimmy, Jay, who's one of the biggest baby faces in the game right now, and Sami Zayn, who is completely over. I could see some type of scenario. And if they start crossing guys over from show to show, then we're going to get Bloodline Civil War at War Games. It's going to happen. How to get there, we just got to tune in to see. KO turned on Cody, beat him up off, and this happened off the air. They even got it framed like WWE cameras didn't pick this up, because all they have online and all they have anywhere is fan footage or cell phone footage. I mean, they could be playing those tricks, which is fine. I don't want to ruin the magic trick. But all they have is cell phone fan footage of Kevin Owens attacking Cody Rhodes. Where does this lead? What is going to go on with that? We're just going to have to see Friday on how they clean this up. Triple H released a statement via X, so we know that. And we're just going to have to see where this leads to with Kevin Owens turning on Cody Rhodes. Is it going to lead to another title match for KO? We'll see. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. I talked about the closing of the show because that's the biggest story that came out of this, with Jimmy Uso coming back, with The Rock coming back. That's the big stuff. But the opener, they set the tone perfectly by opening Bad Blood with the Hell in a Cell match. And boy, was this match perfect. This match was everything that a Hell in a Cell match is supposed to be. This was Undertaker HBK. This was Undertaker versus Mankind. This was Triple H versus Batista. This is Triple H versus Shawn Michaels. This is Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. This is what Hell in a Cell is supposed to look like. Now, let me take the time to give flowers to Edge and Finn Balor at WrestleMania 39 for restoring Hell in a Cell glory, because it got kind of hokey, and then by them making it a pay-per-view, it kind of watered it down. It kind of cheapened the Cell. So I like how they're doing this. Certain feuds require this Hell in a Cell. Who knows? Maybe next year is Seth and Punk, or I'm I'm booking too far. I'm let me stop. But this match had everything. We had blood. We had broken tables. These dudes was breaking legs off the tables and choking each other with them. Punk hit Drew with a toolbox. A darn toolbox, y'all. Seriously. The only thing I didn't like about this match was the ref wiping it with the towel. No, get that towel out of here. They don't need a towel. Put your gloves on and get the hell out the way, ref. Move. Get out of here. Move. Move. But just everything about this feud, man, from Drew injuring Punk at Rumble, Punk costing Drew the championship at WrestleMania, Punk costing Drew the championship in his hometown, and Punk costing Drew and messing up his Money in the Bank cash in, to the match at SummerSlam, to the match at Bash, to now. It led to a Hell in a Cell. This is what a feud's supposed to look like. This has been 10 months going on. I love these long-term stories. I love these long-term feuds where they running it back, running it back, running it back, running it back. And the Hell in a Cell is just the end all be all. Beat the hell out of each other. Like the bull rope match was what it was, but this Hell in a Cell beat the hell out of each other until somebody can't stand. Neither one of them could stand. And Drew went too far with the stupid beads, which bought Punk time. He tried to hit a Claymore and his back on the stairs. When I'm telling y'all, that looked painful. It sounded painful. I understand why Drew wasn't at Raw last night. I understand. Punk wraps the chain around his knee, go to sleep, knocked him out. After he stuffed the beads in his mouth. Yeah, get my comeuppance. And then after the match, Punk, no oxygen, like the falling down. And it was funny. I laughed. The one thing that made me laugh about this whole thing, I got a real good laugh about when Punk collapsed. The medical team just ran to him. I'm thinking to myself, hey, it's 2 people in this match. You only got 1 medical staff. Don't nobody want to go help Drew in the ring? He just hit his back on some stairs. He just got hit with a go to sleep with a chain on somebody's knee. He's out. Go help him too. But overall, what a match, man. This was arguably one of the best Hell in a Cell matches of all time, and arguably one of the greatest matches in WWE history, just because of everything involved in it. It had everything you want to see in a Hell in a Cell match. You had blood, you had broken tables, you had them hitting each other with tools, everything. The stairs got involved. This was Hell in a Cell. This was a classic Hell in a Cell match. The rest of this card was just okay. You open and you close the show with bangers, but the matches in between just didn't do it for me, y'all. Damian Priest defeated Finn Balor. He made Judgment Day look like mutts. I don't like that because you keep making this team look, you make this team the focal point of your show for all this time. For over a year, Judgment Day has been the focal point. And then you shuffle the group up, and now you make them look like mutts again. They make like these guys they still got the tag team championships here. But Priest getting his win and getting his get back is okay, I guess. What's next for both? We'll see. What do they do with Priest next? Does he you can't just disappear him off of TV. You gotta give him some. He gotta get in there with somebody else. Hell, Karrion Kross and Final Testament, but we know what they got going on. If y'all watched Raw last night, y'all know what they got up ahead of him. Do you run Priest back with Gunther? Where do you go from here? Is somebody else coming? Like, what do you do with Priest? What do you do with the Judgment Day as a group? Who do they go after next? Who do they pick on next? Is it Kofi and New Day, which is gonna be like picking bones at this point? It's just we'll see. Liv and Rhea they're not done. They have to do another one. The referee disqualified. Raquel Rodriguez was back. That DQ finish wasn't supposed to happen according to people. Raquel was supposed to powerbomb Rhea and Liv get the win. It wasn't supposed to be a DQ, but the ref saw it, so he had to do what he had to do. Liv's great. Rhea's great. I wouldn't mind seeing this one more time at Survivor Series, possibly at Crown Jewel to close this thing out. Welcome back, Raquel. Of course, Rhea and Raquel are gonna see each other again. Nia beats Bayley to retain the WWE Women's Championship. Wrap this one up. It's Tiffy time, and the perfect time to do it is at Crown Jewel, and I'll get to Crown Jewel in a second. But again, man, these 5 matches, like the real stories for this particular pay-per-view was Punk and Drew and Cody Roman versus the Bloodline. These other 3 matches in here is like, all right, you got a little bit of residue from SummerSlam with Priest beating Finn and Liv and Rhea going at it. You have to close those out. Now close those out, wrap those up, everybody move on. But in Liv and Rhea's case, it can't finish like that. At least I don't think so. They got to run it back one more time. I love Dom's cage spot. It was brilliant. If y'all saw Monday Night Raw last night, y'all see they went back to 2 hours, and what an action-packed 2 hours it was. Open with CM Punk giving his promo, telling everybody, I'm hurt. I'm gonna be gone away for a couple of weeks. I'm gonna be gone for a while. For him to get interrupted by Seth Rollins, who he hates, and that's another setup because they faced off. We're gonna see Seth and Punk in sometime future. Seth cut his promo. Bronson Reed, you're next. That's probably going to be a Crown Jewel match. The 2 matches or the 3 matches. Let's just talk about the 3 matches that I want to talk about. I'm not talking about that women's match. It was a waste of time. But Jey Uso over Xavier Woods in a good match. Y'all remember the chemistry that those 2 have, because the New Day and the Usos is like is the best modern day tag team rivalry. Those 2 traded those championship belts. What a rivalry that was. Great match between those 2. Xavier Woods' heel turn is loading. He turning on Kofi. And then Braun Breaker proceeded to wreck everybody and leave. Sheamus and Pete Dunne's Donnybrook. What a banger that was. Love Sheamus. Sheamus is an all-time great. Sheamus is a Hall of Famer. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Sheamus should go when Sheamus, or if they do announce like in advance that Sheamus is getting ready to retire, he should go into the Hall of Fame when he retires. And that WrestleMania should be his last match. Whatever, however they do that, Sheamus is a Hall of Famer. He is an all-time great. He is one of the greatest to step in the ring. Y'all know him. Bad News Barrett and Drew McIntyre were like the holy trinity of the United Kingdom, Great Britain, Ireland, like that part of the world. They were those three. Everybody knew those were going to be the three, and lo and behold, those were the three. And Gunther and Sami Zayn, what a great match. For a second there, I was like, holy crap, they're going to let Sami Zayn win this match. And this show would have been totally different today, to be honest with you. Something real quick, I want to go back to Bad Blood when Triple H came out and announced Crown Jewel. They're going to do champion versus champion on the men's and the women's side. I think they should do the tag teams too. But I don't think you want to put the Tongans against the Judgment Day. That's two heels, and you don't want to do that. It's at least not over there. But he announced that there will be something called a Crown Jewel Championship, which the belt is beautiful. Love the belt. The belt is immaculate. Love that belt. And he said the Undisputed Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion and the WWE Women's Champion and the Women's World Champion would go head to head for these belts, and there will be a definitive winner. So as of right now, Crown Jewel has Cody Rhodes versus Gunther and Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan, and they have the poster out. The poster is fire. So we're gonna see that. Did WWE kind of book themselves into a corner there? Because you've booked both of these guys so well as far as Gunther and Cody. Like, they've been like two of the best all year. And as far as this women's match goes, this is when Tiffany Stratton should cash in. I'm already going to pick this match. I'm going to say Liv for the win somehow. I mean, Tiffy helps her. Bonks her with the briefcase. Liv gets her pin. Nia comes to a little bit. Bonks her with the suitcase again. Cashes in Money in the Bank. 1, 2, 3. It's Tiffy time. How y'all like that? Real quick before I get out of here, I promised y'all after each PLE, I was going to do a power rankings. And I'm going to just run through these. It's the top 10. At number 10, I have Kevin Owens. Y'all know, like, he attacked Cody, like, but Kevin's been holding it down. He's been doing this thing. He's been in some good matches, some good PLE, some good stuff on SmackDown. And now we're gonna see him attacking Cody, see where this leads to. At number 9, I got Randy Orton, just because he's Randy Orton. Okay, I have no rhyme or reason for it. It's Randy Orton. He has to be there. He's one of the best in the world, and I think there is going to be something brewing with Randy Orton here in the future. At number 8, I got Braun Breaker. Losing the Intercontinental Championship, not being on this PLE. He kind of loses a little bit of steam, but him doing what he did on Monday Night Raw last night kind of makes him make the list. At number 7, I got Damian Priest. He belongs here. Like, since losing his championship, he hasn't lost a match, but the people I have ahead of him, actually, let me swap that. Number 7, I got LA Knight. I'm going to put LA Knight at 7, and I'm going to put Damian Priest at 6. That's just fine because I was gonna say the people that I have in front of Damian Priest are all like those guys are uber successful, and if it's not for a few of those, he would be in the top 5. So let me swap those. LA Knight is 7. I mean, United States champion. His reign has been all right. He has options. I think him versus Carmelo Hayes for the U.S. Championship is loading, whether it happens at Crown Jewel or Survivor Series. It happens. Number 6, Damian Priest. I mean, I said it, y'all heard me. At number 5, main event, Jey Uso. Big Yeet, the Yeet dog himself. Gotta put Jey there. The crowd loves him. Great dub over Xavier Woods last night on Monday Night Raw. In at number 4, CM Punk, one of the biggest wins of his career and the biggest dub of his comeback. In at number 3, I have Gunther. I mean, Gunther has been killing it all year, if you want to be honest. He's been killing it since he's been up on WWE TV, since they brought him up to the main roster. In at number 2, Cody Rhodes. And I fought with this. Cody Rhodes is number 2. And in at number 1, the one himself, Roman Reigns. How could I not put Roman at number 1? He's back. He's in the ring. He did his thing. He got busy. The OTC. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Tuesday night's main event. Please make sure you like and subscribe and share it out to your people. YouTube, Spotify, Facebook. No matter where you're viewing this, please make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you guys tune in next week. I'm going to talk about the SmackDown. I'm going to talk about Friday Night SmackDown, the fallout from that. I'll have some news and notes. And y'all know what it is, man. I will see you guys next week. Peace out.